Hello again, traders. Right, we're going to talk about 2Bs. This is a 2B here, swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. It's not the best looking 2B in the world, but that doesn't matter, and that's part and parcel of this video actually, is that you don't have to look for, like I did when I started on 2Bs all those years ago, 15, 16, 18 years ago, whenever. I found them in my trading journey. Let's have a look at an example that was sent to why is that not loading up there? So this is a long 2B. The short 2B is not quite in the picture, but we're doing a long one, so we'll look at the long example anyway. So there's swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. We've broken the low of swing 1, and as you can see, Vic puts his I forget what he calls it actually, poke bar, sell stop under the first poke bar. So that must be the poke bar, and subsequent. So he's got poke and poke. I thought we used to call it something else. So we've got the low here, and the bar that breaks through the low is our trigger bar, if you like. That's what he used to call it, poke and trigger, in the example I used to see. So that's the trigger bar, and that is the poke bar through the high of the trigger bar, if you like. Or is that the trigger bar? I don't know. Anyway, let's not worry too much about the intricacies. All we're worried about is how the pattern works. So we've got a low, previous low. They break the low, take the stops out there, bring in the sell orders, and then reverse it. And it reverses fast because of the way the order flow type system is working. So what you don't get on this, and this is the point of this video, is the multi-time frame sort of addition now. These are very basic, can be traded using various methods, but just imagine if you had a momentum indicator on 2 or 3 time frames, and maybe even a divergence indicator on 2 or 3 time frames, how this could become even more powerful. This has been working on charts since the 1700s at least, with the old tulip boom and bust, and mid 1700s I think that was. And then you know, once you've got tape reading facilities and the old computers of the I don't know, 40s, 50s, 60s, it's still a perfect pattern, and it still works now on cryptos even, you know, all the modern stuff. So let's have a look at the charts again. And here's our 2B. You can see it clearer on a line chart, I should imagine. I haven't checked this before I looked at it. Yep, there it is there. High, low, lower, high, lower, low. We could call this a line chart 2B as well. Draw the line there. When price breaks through, it's broken. When it breaks through and price closes, as long as it's above the line chart low, then you're good to go. So back to the candles, and we'll do exactly what Sperandeo taught us to do. Put a low on the low of the poke trigger, whatever he calls it, and then the candle that breaks through it becomes the poke trigger, or whatever he calls it, and put a high on there. These are my sort of proprietary little snap 2 levels I've got. If you type snap into my search on my thing, you'll find some free examples, or look at my pinned tweet, they are there too, or just search around Forex Factory. So but they don't draw the levels on there like mine do. So we've got our low, we've got our break through the low, and we've got our resistance level to consider trading. Now on a single time frame 2B reversal, we don't get a lot of info. This is on a 15-minute chart, but we do get more info on the 5-minute chart. And remember, this works on every time frame. They're fractal. That's what fractal means. They're trends within trends, patterns within patterns. This will be a 2B here, and that would have been a 2B there, no doubt. There, swing 1, 2, 3. There's the 2B reversal. There's the breakthrough. There's the close above the level, and there's the up move. So they're everywhere. This will be a 2B here. I said that just now. If we drop to M1, which I won't do at the moment, that will be a 2B reversal involved in there. So back to the multi-time frame facility. If we go back to 15 for a minute, Sorry, it's because I've got so much running and still got the conflict of interest with all the different indicators I use that I haven't sorted out. This is why it's a bit time consuming. Apologies. In fact, this is longer than ever before, probably because I'm flicking fast through. So if I draw a descending trend line there to outline the pattern, there and there, you can see that line chart I just showed you a moment ago. Now my mouse has decided to play it. Apologies about this. Well, we won't worry too much about that then, because it's messing everything up, and I don't want to stop this video because I won't make it. Back to the 5 minute. Should be able to tighten up that trend line when we get to the 5 minute. This isn't my trading computer, by the way, in case you're wondering how I stand this when I'm trading. Although, to be fair, I did think of this before. It doesn't matter. My trades aren't microsecond, nanosecond important, so I'm not worried about slight delays and things. They're planned trades, and a bit of problem with a mouse or something makes no difference whatsoever. You've always got your hard stop sets. You've always got your take profit set. So there's your 2B swing 1, 2, 3, and here now is the resistance level I needed to break. We could see on the 15 minute that was a massive candle. But what have we got showing us on this 5 minute chart? We've got loads more info. We've got a 3CR up. We've got a high volume move up. It's turned from a great big gap here on this multi-time frame RSI. Thank you, Onesie, for that. To what I want to see start coming in, which is, remember I said block 2, block 2. Down, I want to see a block of black, then 2 red, and I can short it. And combined with the TMA, that's why I love that, and combined with the RSI, and look at this, bust, pull back, break and close below the low of the bust. I know it's not through the 20, but that isn't essential. I've said this many times on my videos. You've got to learn this stuff by watching charts do their stuff. So over here, that one didn't show us anything really of any relevance on the TMA. Not much either on the MTF RSI, but some great information on the RSI. I mentioned earlier in a tweet I trade traffic lights. Well, everything's green here. Look, green, and look what it does. It goes up. Everything's red over here, and look what it does. It goes down. Red for down, green for up. So this is M5. We've still got another time frame to play with on this 15 minute 2B. And remember, this is the whole point of this, multi-time frame 2Bs, something that Victor Sperandeo couldn't help us with, and he couldn't help us with momentum either on his 2Bs. We have got, this is why I'm saying, and this is why I've made this video, all you need is that plain, simple 2B reversal rules, set of rules by Victor Sperandeo. Thank you, Vic, if ever you listen to this. All you need is that simple pattern, and now we've got it supercharged, turbocharged, whatever you want to call it, by the lower time frames. So I've put that on this candle because that's where we got the sort of all-important 3CR and a little bit of momentum coming on the RSI. So we could even, talked about a 2B being involved here as well. Let's put that on that high there. In fact, we'll put it on the red because that's where the 2B started, or the down move, should I say. And this is where we're looking to consider entering directly after there. So we'll put a horizontal on there too, so we can orientate ourselves. And then on M1, so remember we've got a 2B, and then we've got a 2B here, and we've got potentially a 2B here. 2Bs within 2Bs with the addition of momentum. What more could you want out of a trading pattern than multi-time frame analysis? Actually, this is Vic's other pattern, the 1, 2, 3, failed to make a lower low, in other words a higher low, reversal pattern. 2B reversals, 1, 2, 3 reversals. Look it up. So let's take the scroll off so that we can zoom in. Whoops, I didn't mean to move that, did I? Go back to M5. Sorry about this, but it gives you lots of time to pause stuff and inwardly digest it. So it's not the end of the world. But that vertical was on the close and open of that M5 candle there. Back to M1. Do. If these are painful to watch, I do apologise. But everyone has their own style, and I like it. So now we can zoom in. There's the, remember, that's the start of the down move. That's the entry point where the candle, M5 candle, closed. So we can zoom in now, move across and focus on this. You'll notice also the 89 and 34 EMA agree with exactly where we should consider entering. We can get rid of the dragon for clarity now. And here we have, that's our downswing. Tidy that up as well if we want. Well, actually we won't, because it zooms out all over there. So that's our down move. There isn't that much of a 2B going on here. I'm not going to start looking at line chart swings and things, but because I already mentioned this is a 1, 2, 3 higher low, failed to make a lower low, so we reverse there. Oh look, we've got divergence that's come in as well, forgot to mention that. Lower low, failed to make a low on the TMA, even did it on the RSI, which is an additional exciting thing, because it doesn't always do it on the RSI. I've talked about this on my Twitter feed and other videos. So when it does that as well as that, I am all over this like the proverbial rash. So what else have we got going on here? Well, we've got the TMA screaming at us now. We didn't on the 5 minute, screaming we should be looking for longs. We've got the MTF multi-time frame rsihisto. Remember, we should be looking for trades here. That's starting to come in. Double bubble. Remember I said all blank and then 2. And the opposite for the reds, start at the top, 2 down. And what else have we got going on? Oh yes, here we have it. The RSI, and this is a valid one. RSI, bust, pull back, break and close up. So it happened during the 5 minute bar on the other chart, the other time frame. But not to worry, we had a little pullback because of the 3CR, which is what we know we expect. And what, before I had the RSI and used any indicators at all, what I would look at is the lower time frames on the 3CRs. I would wait for the resistance in this case to be broken, I would wait for the pullback, and then I would trade the break of the high of those red candles there. And as you can see, that just didn't look back. No drawdown. If I traded the break of that high, I would have been getting in about there, and absolutely no drawdown apart from the spread, of course. And then up she goes. Gold, what's that in pips there? From there to that top of that swing, 18 pips. That is a scalper's dream with no drawdown. So what's that? You know, all these people talk about the mythical RRR, risk reward ratio. That's got to be 7, 8, 9, 10 if you include the spread. 10 to 1 RRR. So there you go, guys. Scalpers can also trade with perfect money management, especially if you're using momentum to get in. And remember, this is a multi-time frame 2B reversal entry, and this whole video is about the multi-time frame 2Bs and how all you need is the 2B reversal pattern to become a profitable trader, with the addition of RSI histo momentum. You could use stochastic momentum, you can use the squiggly lines. I prefer digital as opposed to analog, That's why all these histos are here. I learned to trade, I mentioned this just now, the 3CR by 3CR pullback breakout, 3CR pullback breakout, 3CR on the higher time frame pullback breakout. I taught myself this by watching 2B reversals on a 1 minute chart, and even you can use MT4 to use offline charts. It's over here, you can't see it on this video. Offline charts, and you can get 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 second charts, tick charts, everything. Or just use something like some other trading stations offer you ticks. I forget what it is now. I've learnt all the trading stations available to man. Well, not all, but most. And TradingView was one of them. But I forget the name of the tick chart one now. But there is one out there I've used in the past, and in fact I've made a video about it as well. So, but there you go. 3CRs can be used traded manually. 2B reversals can be traded manually by using multi-time frame, or include a bit of momentum, and you can't go wrong, in my opinion. So thanks for watching. I hope that's helpful, and have a great Tuesday today. Have a great Tuesday. Oh, by the way, something about making videos as well. I've made over about 930. I used to knock out 2, 3, 4, 5 a day, no problem at all. And the reason for that, in case you're wondering, is because traders, or me in particular, spend most of their time waiting for setups, waiting for the alerts to go off. Set your alerts at this level here when it's down here, knowing you've got, when a breakout at that level happens, everything should look right. And that's why I used to knock out 5, 6, 7 videos a day, and got up to nearly 1,000. Be well over 1,000 if I continued at that rate. But what's the point when everything's been done 100 times? But I haven't talked about the multi-time frame 2B reversal, so that's why we're here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and green pips to everyone.